Hello everyone, and welcome to our weather update on July 29th, 2024. So today, this morning, we're seeing some showery bursts of rain in parts of Leinster and Munster. This is clearing away, and behind that, in parts of West Connacht and West Ulster, we're seeing cloud building again. This is lower cloud and some more drizzly rain coming in there. But elsewhere, I think increasingly we'll see some sunshine coming out, and it should be quite a warm day again. Into tonight, we will see skies clearing generally as that band of rain in northwest sort of fizzles away, and by Tuesday morning, we're basically quite clear in many areas away from the south and parts of the northwest where some cloud will linger. For the morning, we may see a few light showers in West Connacht there, before elsewhere we see a mix of cloud and sunshine, a mix of low and high base clouds, so a lot of sunshine that will be hazy in many areas as well. Into the evening, we see once again the cloud will break up, and overnight into Wednesday, the cloud sort of gathers again in parts of the west and north. But put it this way, there'll be a lot of high base cloud milling around through Tuesday and Wednesday. So, any sunshine is likely to be hazy, and a few cumulus clouds towards the low levels will form as well. So, a bit of a mess, but is nothing unsettles. So, into Wednesday, we see again it's a day of high base cloud and a bit of low cloud as well. So, it's a bit of a mess, but best of sunshine in the east, I think, and cloudiness in the west, where a few light showers may form. Into Wednesday evening and Thursday morning. For Ireland, it's a dry night and a few clear spells in the east and southeast. But for the UK, we see storms forming, especially from the Midlands eastwards. And into Thursday, a few showers for Ireland. And Thursday's quite a nice day, actually. We see some decent sunshine. Into Friday, we see this next band of cloud coming from the west, and that has heralded a change to a more active system there in the evening of Friday. But even that does sort of die off as it moves eastwards, and that does, though, break the door open to westerly winds for the weekend, and again, cooler temperatures. So up to Friday, quite nice before it all falls apart. So here is the temperature forecast from the UKV. So here we go. Into Monday itself, here we go. Highs of around 17 to 20 Celsius, warmest in Munster and Leinster, away from the cloud and rain. Into Tuesday morning, we'll see lows of around 9 to 15, coolest in the northwest, where the cold front does temporarily introduce some cooler air. Before on Tuesday itself, temperatures jump back up to between 16 and 21 Celsius. Again, warmest in the south of the country. And for the UK, in parts of the south and southeast, getting really hot there. Temperatures up to 31 Celsius. Into Tuesday evening, we see lows of around 12 to 14 Celsius. So again, that's the mild nights. And temperatures on Wednesday even warmer, from 19 to 22 Celsius. And the hot air in the UK gets even more widespread and actually goes westwards. So instead of it being centred in parts of like London, it's more in parts of like Bristol, Cardiff, West Midlands, Somerset, and that sort of area around here. Into Thursday morning. Thursday morning is a mild morning with lows of around 13 to 16, and highs on Thursday. Actually, just point out that some parts of the UK will see what's called a tropical night on Wednesday night. It's when the temperature does not drop below 20 Celsius as a low. So in places like, Bristol, Cardiff, London, that sort of area, Gloucester as well, could be seeing a very warm night, tropical night on Wednesday night. So obviously sleeping stuff, tricky. And then into Thursday itself, we see highs in Ireland of around 20 to 23, or even 24 Celsius, so a warm day. And into Friday morning, a very mild start for Ireland, lows of 14 to 17 or 18 Celsius. That's a very warm night. Actually, we haven't had many warm nights so far this summer, but there we go. And into Friday afternoon, highs of 15 to 20 Celsius. That is as a cold front moves inwards from the west there. So the warm air is getting pushed away, and by Saturday morning, look at that, we see lows of 6 to 14, or 14, that's in the very far southeast, where the warmer air does sort of hang on by its fingertips, but in general, that's a much cooler night, a much fresher night, compared, like, Friday morning, 6 a.m., 3 a.m., till Saturday morning at 3 a.m., like, drop of, like, 10 degrees or more. Here is the NAO index observed and forecasted. So we're currently very positive with the NAO, hence all that high pressure, but it will collapse into early August. And I can tell you, it's looking a lot more unsettled. So make the most of what's happening. So here's the GFS run. So again today, the high is sort of just edged away a bit. So a bit of an Atlantic flow today will ensure that some shower rain feeds in, but tomorrow again that high sort of comes like over us. So a mix of cloud and hazy sunshine, quite a warm day as well. Same with Wednesday, and temperatures will rise through Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. But by Friday, or I say late Thursday into Friday, deepening low towards the northwest. That is like a stormy low. Well, thankfully, I think it's trending northwards, so we won't be seeing the stormiest winds from the system, but it will still be blustery, and we'll see plenty of rain coming in. And into the weekend, we keep it like that. We see a deep area of low pressure centered towards Iceland there, and in just comes bouts of rain and westerly winds. Possibly a bit warmer through like next Sunday and Monday, but that is not without plenty of like rain. And into next week, it stays westerly, strong westerly winds even, deep low to our northwest, and the strong high to our south, combined blustery westerly winds. Quite autumnal actually. That is that looks autumnal, guys. That looks very unsettled and autumnal, and cool as well. Now we get some respite by August 10th. We see the lows. We see the general pattern just sort of like edging northwards a bit. So we see a bit of a ridge there. Before yeah, so we get a bit of a trough by the 11th of August. That moves away, and it stays westerly but not as stormy. And actually by the following Wednesday, is also trying to come back. So here is the ECM. ECM, once again, today is allowing a bit of an incursion, but tomorrow and Wednesday, Thursday, high is back, so we go back to the warm and dry weather. And now into the weekend, once again, deepening low and blustery westerly winds and plenty of rain showers. Now, into start of next week, the low isn't as intense, but it's closer to us. So we see constant rain showers of that. Very cool as well. Actually, it gets stronger. So Scotland, Northern Ireland, Northern England, that sort of region, blustery winds especially there. But all areas windy and wet and showery. And by August 8th, some respite, maybe a little area of high pressure might build in. Here is the GEM. So GEM, once again, in comes the high pressure through tomorrow. We stay warm and dry up until Thursday for our time. By then, deepening low towards Greenland, Iceland, it swings its fronts in and it goes westerly. Although the GEM kind of has that low towards the north a bit, so we don't see. So it's not as blustery, not as showery, not as wet. And into next week, though, the low, although not as intense, drops right over us, bringing a lot of cool air and a lot of showery air. So that is cool and showery. Actually, and that is with blocking towards the west and northwest there. So that just keeps the low trapped over us. So GEM is not good at all. GFS is blustery and wet. ECM, blustery and wet. And GEM, blustery and wet. Except the ECM by like day 10, it does have a bit of a respite, but GEM does not. Here's the UK Met. So again, high pressure up until Thursday. And then through Friday, in sweeps this low. At first, not as unsettled as the other runs have it. And actually, in general, the UK Met run has that low a bit more shallow but what might happen is that it might just drop in over us. Unfortunately, we can't get any further than August 5th. And here's the icon. And here we go, the icon. It brings warm and dry weather up until Thursday. Look at that very deep low just exploding out of Greenland there. That is the one that will bring us the end to this warm weather. Now that low is a stormy low. That is autumnal. Of course, as you go from June, July into August and September and so on, the jet stream will get stronger and stronger, and the lows will get deeper and deeper. As the difference between the temperatures, like in the Arctic and say down towards the tropics, gets even stronger. Big difference, and basically the bigger the difference in temperature, the stronger the jet stream. So into early August, again, in sweeps that low. It's very blustery low, very wet and windy, and by next Sunday, August 4th, it's total washout then, and it just keeps going. So yeah, enjoy up until Thursday, because it's going to get very blustery and very unsettled, possibly autumnal beyond that. And actually, finally, here's the arpege. So today is a warm and dry day, after we see the area of shower rain clear from the southeast, and if we stay away from the northwest, it'll be fine and dry. Same with tomorrow. Tomorrow should be dry in all areas. Same with Wednesday and Thursday. A few little troughs of showers might form, especially through late Wednesday and through Thursday. So those might bring a few showers and downpours. A few runs are going for some quite heavy showers, actually, like the arpeggios, but other runs aren't. So we need to firm up on the possible details of heavy showers breaking out on Wednesday and Thursday as well. That's another thing. And into next Friday, once again, deepening low, and that will probably swinging into Saturday, bringing in a lot of rain and wind. So let's see some ensembles now. So look at the GFS ensembles for Dublin. There we go. So here is the upper temperature and precip graph. So basically focusing on the precip first of all these spikes show one of the GFS members of the ensemble members showing rainfall, showing an area of rain, showing precip in some way. So yeah. So you see, there are no spikes up until August 1st. So that shows it's dry, totally dry. There's a spike there, but that's nothing. Then from August 1st onwards, up until say the 8th, there's a lot of spikes. So it's showing a lot of rainfall, a lot of rain around. But beyond August 8th, it sort of just dry a bit. So maybe the ensembles are showing less rainfall beyond the first week of August there, so possibly a drying trend, but it's quite far out. Also looking at the upper temperature graph up here. Get rid of this. Oh, I don't want to see this. Okay. No, I'm not that old, so don't give me these stupid things. Okay, so anyway, okay, so here's the red line is the average line, okay? And each line again is a GFS ensemble, and the temperature is up here on the y-axis. And basically, we've got above average temperatures up until August 3rd, around that time. It goes below average for a time, especially from August 3rd to 8th. But by the 8th of August, the average line, the white line, is back to around average. So, yes, warm up until early August, then probably quite a cool and wet phase, a very autumnal phase opening up there for the first week of August. And here is the sea level pressure graph. So what you can see here, midnight run actually, got high pressure currently. It will keep, and it will gradually fall through the rest of the week into early August before it might rise again actually beyond the first week of August. Maybe after we get through this very unsettled first month of August, we might see something a bit more settled building in. We don't know yet, but just a little hint. Everyone, thank you for watching. I will see you tomorrow, and Slangafol. Bye for now. So on.